Ladies and gentlemen, to yet another edition of Montreal by Night. We have the members of the Apex and the Strays gathering together for, well, a little bit of fun. We invite you to this night's escapade, where Lord Jacob Burns begins the evening aboard his yacht, the Hammer, with his dearest sister and fledgling priestess, Sister Nadia. There they are, aboard the Hammer, sitting within the kitchenette area, and this is where we'll open our scene. Sister Nadia, thank you for coming. How is your evening going already?
Quite well. Had to punish a couple of gentlemen for getting too handsy without paying for your ladies, just to let you know.
I appreciate you. You are a good shepherdess. Speaking of ladies, there's a little bit of fun. Well, I'm suppose that you would call it fun, but for me it's a work in progress. A little project I'd like to have by the night's end. I was wondering though, are you any good with a camera perhaps? A camcorder, maybe?
A basic one, yeah. I'm not too good with the newer models.
Do you have a steady hand?
The steadiest hand in Montreal.
You see Jacob kind of make a square rectangular shape with his thumb and index finger. Maybe on second thought you might be my star. Anyhow, I was wondering, have you met any members of the Strays yet? Maurice.
I've met Maurice, and I've met a couple of ladies that said they were from the Strays.
Good, good, good. There is some particular business that I would like to discuss with them. Would you mind coming along with me?
Oh, naturally. I need to also meet with Tamara eventually. I got her a little souvenir.
Oh, aren't you a sweet one? I'm sure Lady Nice would definitely relay that message for you. Let me get my phone. Jacob will grab his cell phone, and he'll call up Lady Nice. Ring, 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 ring.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha, da 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 da. That's what you'll hear in the background. And Dolly will grab her phone and pick it up and be like, "Hello, what a nice night we're having, and how's yours?"
It is swell, Lady Nice. It's Jacob. How are you doing?
Oh, beautiful. Just hanging out with Maurice, taking a look at the cave, trying to figure out what we're going to do to spruce up the place as she kicks Maurice in the ass as he's dancing past her in the cave.
When she does that, a big old clump of dirt and dust and stone gets thrown over, covering her very, very nice plaid shirt, and she just goes and said, "Meh."
And how are you tonight, Mr. Burns?
I'm good, I'm good. Actually, there was a few things I wish to discuss with you, perhaps in person. Some of it are opportunities. Other are, well, not urgent, but serious matters.
Well, yes. We need to do some shopping anyway. And she'll go, hey, Maurice, gonna go out. Get yourself ready. We're gonna grab a vehicle and head on over. Where would you like to meet?
What kind of vehicle are you going to appropriate for yourselves?
Something a bit on the larger side. We're looking to do a semi-furnish on this place. Acquire, some lighting and some interior items. So, large enough to fit bulk.
I see. Well, very well. Wherever you would wish to meet, I'll just drive along with my bike.
You don't want us to come swing by and pick you up?
Well, if Lady Nice would be so nice, I will definitely take the courtesy.
And you'll hear her giggle a little, and you'll, I love it, and that would be my pleasure, Lord Burns. I will see you shortly, and she'll giggle as she hangs up the phone. Love the pun, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's yours. Um, quickly, Jacob will just turn to Sister Nadia. Nadia, they'll be arriving shortly. Would you excuse me for a moment? I must make a quick check-in on one of my girls. She's a special one. And Jacob,
Oh, go right ahead, Jacob. You can do anything you want in my presence, dear brother.
Mhm. And Jacob will go into the cabin of Kitsume, and Nadia won't really get to hear what's going on. There's just a little bit of muffling. It sounds like there's a conversation going on. But could someone please roll me 7 dice for manipulation leadership of the dominator?
One moment. D10s, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't see the top of. Oh,
7, 7, 6, 8, 6, and a 4. I'm gonna guess you have about 4 successes there.
All right, cool. So basically, whatever I would have asked for, she's going to be down for. All right, sweet. So Jacob will come back out, and he'll just say to Nadia, "Well, I'm going to start changing. Would you wish to go out like that?"
At this point, she'll kind of look down. She'll take her trench coat off. She's got just shorts and a ripped up T-shirt on. She goes, unless we're going somewhere more uptown, I think I'll be okay in this."
Good. Because Jacob is dressing down. He's going to dress up in a black hoodie, black slacks, sneakers. He has the feeling that this is not going to be a classy kind of night. And we'll transition our theme over to the shows.
And as he's dressing down, you hear small squeaks from something covered, caged like that. Nadia is dropping blood from her finger into.
And over to the strays. Dahlia will look over at Maurice. And what exactly are you doing? We're going to go out. I thought I told you to get ready. You're filthy.
It really doesn't matter what we're gonna do. We're not gonna entertain anybody. We never entertain anybody.
No, I'm aware that we're not going to entertain anybody, but I don't want you leaving your dirt and stuff around. She's just going to kind of grab you from the back of your head and be like, "Come. I must clean you. I'm going to make it right." And she's going to drag you up and out of the cave, and I'm going to toss you into the pond.
Fine. You can go ahead and toss me into the pond. I'll go ahead and get thrown in the pond. I'll suddenly come up dripping wet. And I'll go ahead and slap my hair about and shake it all out like a little ragged dog, and I'll go ahead and get you all wet. I'll walk towards you and nuzzle my head onto your chest. Meh.
That's exactly what I was expecting out of you. And she'll just like tussle your hair around a bit more and start actually pulling your shirt off to give you dry clothes, because don't want you to be wet. So here, put on something dry, and she'll take out of her bag, some nice all black clothes, because both of them are going to be, dressed in black, although Dahlia's will have a bit of pattern on them, because she doesn't want to seem too suspicious, because, people driving around in a van with all black clothes, that's just, something's going to happen. And, a few moments will go by, Dolly will change as well. Right there, next to the pond. Why the fuck not? No reason to go anywhere else. It's a beautiful night. Look up at the sky. No clouds. Just nothing but stars. After they get dressed, right?
What are we doing?
We need a van. We're going to go shopping. We got to spruce up the joint.
Okay. You want to call a rental place?
No, there's plenty of vans out on the road. We can just hijack one.
Oh, okay. Well, fair
We'll
enough.
we'll we'll return it before the end of the night. They're probably going to be asleep anyway. All right, unless science forbid the cops are called and the car is reported stolen. We'll even switch the plates out for something else. All right.
No. I've got this. Don't worry. We're not doing anything that isn't going to cause a lot of attention, but by the time the attention comes, we'll be already gone. We need what? How big a vehicle do we need?
I'm looking about something that might fit, some seating for us. I mean, maybe a couch, maybe a lazy boy something, maybe a couple of, patio furniture, whatever we can really, get our grubby little mitts on.
Okay, Maurice does some mental manipulation inside of his head and simply says, I know a place that we can jack a vehicle like that. It's where people go ahead and deposit their rental cars when they're being lazy jackasses about it and not actually parking it within the safety zone. They went ahead and labeled it safety fucking zone for a reason. Why? Because jackasses like me are just going to steal your shit. Come on. And Maurice is going to go ahead and walk off towards the entrance of the park, simply saying, I called somebody. They're going to drop us up so we can steal shit.
All right, and then Dahlia will finish lacing up her cons and be like, "All right, let's go," and she'll start, running over towards Maurice. All right, beautiful. So, gonna be a good night. Gonna be a good night, and then it's gonna be a good night. Go for it.
No, tonight's gonna suck. Tonight's gonna suck for everybody that I come in contact with. Just over the horizon, metaphorical horizon anyways, there is the parking lot of the park. And there you'll find the fairly familiar lowrider that Maurice went ahead and drove in on. And behind the wheel of this particular vehicle happens to be a rather a mousy woman that seems to be in club get out. And upon seeing Maurice, she just very, very slightly brightens up, straightens up a little bit, but she definitely has that very, very mousy, very, very low charisma attributes to her. And Maurice just goes ahead and barks a few orders to her, simply saying, hey, ready to go to the pickup place. And she just goes ahead and nods, and Maurice is just going to go ahead and open up the back door for you.
And hop in. Why not? She doesn't necessarily need the door open, but seeing as you stated that you opened the door, she will thank you and poke you in the side, and then go and sit in the back seat.
Doors slam. Maurice goes ahead and hops into the passenger side front door. The car is started. Into loud and blasting music goes ahead and pours through. Some of dubstep. But Maurice just goes ahead and fiddles with the dials a little bit, and out comes some classic rock, some AC/DC actually. Maurice just goes ahead and shrugs, and they go ahead and zoom off away from the park. They go several blocks away. And then Maurice and Dahlia will surely find themselves just a few blocks away from a proper rental place. There is nary but one street lamp that isn't even fully bright. And before them happens to be several different trucks, actually. One of which is a regular-ass pickup truck. The other one happens to be a U-Haul. The other one just happens to be a rather shoddy sedan. And Maurice just goes ahead and points towards the collection of vehicles, simply like, which one?
Looks good.
Which one? We got three.
Either one. It really doesn't matter. I like big.
Mm-hmm. Maurice is going to go ahead and hop his happy ass out. Walks around towards the trunk of the vehicle, opens it up, takes out a fairly heavy duffel bag from your perspective, And then what he does, he goes ahead and points towards the U-Haul, actually. And he simply says, "Do you think you can pop open the front?"
Yeah. No. Wait, I can't do anything like that. No, I don't have larceny.
Okay, then you're
Why
taking
do you
directives.
have to do everything? Why do you think I have you? I can't do things like that. You're the one that gets your hands dirty, not me.
Maurice just goes ahead and slaps you. Fine.
Slaps me where?
Slaps me in your face.
Really? Oh, you're gonna get so cracked for that. Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding? I'm gonna punch you right in the back of the head. I need to roll. Fuck you!
Dear viewers, both players have agreed to this scene of violence.
1, 2, 3, 4. A punch! Right to the back of the head!
Yeah, fair
Do
enough.
you want to roll, Soak?
Okay, fine. I'll go ahead and roll my soak.
As I hit you in the back of the head, why must you slap me? I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with me having you do this type of work? Fucking serious.
Okay, you go ahead and hit him in the back of the head, and you can see that there's a bit of swelling towards underneath his scalp, as he simply says, "Well, you expect me to do all of this work?"
Well, is it really all of this work? It's getting a fucking vehicle.
Would it hurt for you just to learn a little bit of what I have to do each night?
I'm not aware of the things that you have to do each fucking night. You go off and you do your jackass ways. I don't ask you shit about it. Maybe I should be more nosy of a ductus and ask you where you been and what you doing.
No need. Come on, let's just go. I don't want to argue the entire fucking night in this ill-lit parking lot. Maurice goes ahead and slaps the lowrider a little bit, jerks his thumb towards the mousy little woman. The mousy little woman will go ahead and proceed to rip its way out of the parking lot. Maurice, for his part, is advancing towards the big-ass U-Haul with presumably Dahlia still ranting and raving behind him.
No, she'll shut the fuck up after you make your last damn statement.
Okay. Maurice is going to go ahead and retrieve a bit of a crowbar. Looks like one of those safety knives. It's a safety knife, safety seatbelt knife, with the hard diamond node on the back of it and the razor wire towards the other end of it. And Maurice just goes ahead and points towards the driver's side window and says, "All right, I give you the signal. Go ahead and bust that window, open it up from the inside, jump in, okay?"
Okay.
And Maurice is going to go ahead and continue on to the front of the vehicle, and you'll hear a lot of meticulous clanking and clanking as Maurice produces yet another thing from his bag. Goes ahead and shoves it into the what is it called? This is the trunk. This is the hood. Shoves it in underneath the hood. And goes ahead and brings his elbow to bear, pops it open, and when he does so, he pops it open, and a loud woo, 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 emergency alarm robbery anti-theft siren goes out. Woo, 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 before it's immediately cut out for a few seconds. That was the signal!
Oh! So break open the window and jump in.
Maurice is going to go ahead and slam the hood down, hop up to the driver's side, or he goes ahead and busts open the key panel. And right in front of you, he goes ahead and twists two different wires in front of you, which are the ignition. And the U-Haul is all set up. He goes ahead and crawls over you onto the passenger side and says, "Go."
So you want me to drive?
Yep.
Okay, I'll drive, but I've got no Datsun drive. Sure, I'll do this. No problem. What do I roll then?
I don't know. It is a well, most people have a basic understanding of how to drive a vehicle. So long as you're not doing anything tricky or there are no adverse conditions on the road, you should be fine.
Well, I still need to roll to drive. You can't just get away with doing things. You have to roll. Like, I think you should roll for hot wiring the vehicle, personally.
If you would so want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just hot wire a vehicle and
I
say
actually think that's a larceny and a dexterity roll.
Okay, fair enough. I can roll my 8 dice.
I mean, again, there's a reason why I ask you to do these things, because I don't have any of these things. Okay, so what is it, a dex drive to drive?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I don't have drive, so I'll get, what, a higher difficulty?
+1.
2.
Okay.
I could move it. There we go, driving it around. Driving it to the apex. Meet up with Jacob Burns.
All right. So, the alarm has been successfully nullified. You peel off. With your 2 success, you make a good headway. So, all right. When you arrive to the docks, you can park your van. I'll assume that you'll make some sort of alert with a jazzy tune of the horn, conk, conk, or as you will. And you will see both Jacob and Nadia disembarking from the yacht, and they will make their way down. Lady, nice. Nice wheels. How are you this evening?
Oh, you should thank Maurice. He's the one that got him for us. We're doing quite well. And yourself?
Just fine. Brother Tasso, admirable work. Is it yours or someone else's?
Don't worry about wrecking it, and don't worry about returning it.
Jacob will ask Dahlia permission to come aboard, Capitan.
She will salute and permission granted.
We'll open up the door for Nadia, let her in. Jacob will climb in, closing the door behind him, and well, we'll look at you.
As Nadia actually climbed in, though, she touched your face and like petted it lovingly with the hand she was feeding the caged creature with.
Oh. Oh. All right. Oh. Jacob will kind of just wipe that off his chin. But he'll lay back and just look to Lady Nice. So, where are we headed?
Do you know any good electronic stores that are around? I need to purchase some lighting, maybe a small generator so I could fuel this underground lighting, and some small cameras that I can place around.
Could you roll me 5 dice for an intelligence streetwise?
Go for it, Jess. She's your designated dice roller.
Yeah, I'm loading it up. Give me a moment. 8 dice, right?
5.
5. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Hmm.
All the
Yes, lady, nice.
successes.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I do. There's some kind of mom and pop shop. I can't really recall the name, but very familiar. I actually was passing by there myself not too long ago, hoping to pick up the camcorder sort. But Jacob will relay you to the address. We'll say it's somewhere in I don't know, the gay quarter, perhaps.
Well, sounds good to me. Um, and she will go ahead and tell Jacob, "You've got shotgun duties. You need to tell me when to turn." And she'll just start driving. Let's see if this works. Yeah, all right, I'm good.
Okay. So
One
Jacob will
success.
then as Jacob relays to you the directions, you don't make a wrong turn, you don't get us lost, you get us there in a timely fashion, and we arrive safely.
And, all right, everybody out. I guess we're here.
Nadia will climb over Jacob to get out.
Um, okay. At this time of the evening, the store looks like it's about to close. You can tell, you can see that the shutters are almost down, but there are still lights going on the inside. Um, and it doesn't look like there's too much traffic passing by on the streets. However, you can see directly through the storefront that both owners, Mom and Pa, are still within inside, and one perusing customer is still left there. But Jacob will cordially open the door and say, "After you, Lady Nice."
And Dolly will go ahead and walk in, quite chipper, quite, happy, smiling, uh, but rubbernecking everywhere, looking around, scoping out the joint. Not to rob it or anything, but, taking a look at everything, perusing. And she will walk straight up to, I guess, Pop. Be like, "Do you have any night vision cameras, small, little hard to see, that go on radio, well, go on Wi-Fi, so that I can secure my home from burglars at night?"
Hmm. Well, the old man begins. Let's see. You want it small. You want night vision. And what was the other thing you asked for, sweetheart?
Oh, wireless. I want it to be wireless.
Ah, you want one of them fancy high-tech things. Let's see. Oh, Ma, can you bring me the inventory list? Let's see what we got here for this nice young lady.
Nadia better be playing Ma.
Um, Jess,
Well,
can you?
Jessica better be playing Ma. Come on, woman.
Bruce was doing such a good job with Pop,
But you
so.
have to be Ma. He asked Ma to go get something.
Of course, sweetheart. And she'll kind of waddle into the back. Oh God, that was horrible. And start getting stuff for you.
Jess, let's roll 4 fate dice. Let's just see the best quality we can get.
Okay. Actually, I think those are the fake dice.
Okay, when Ma comes back, she'll present Pa with a selection of things that we find. Well, here we got a camera. It has the night vision and all the things you asked for. Although it's a little bit on the bigger side. I don't know quite how small you need it. There's other one here. It's very small, but don't have the Wi-Fi. The other two have no Wi-Fi, but it's small. It's got your night vision. and it's really hard to detect. I'll tell you, this is good kind of surveillance. It's what I particularly like to use myself.
So you're saying having it wired is not a bad idea?
Well, miss, I don't know really. What is it that you need it to be wireless for?
Well,
Are you planning on
it's going
having
to be a
your...
bit of a distance away from my front door. Just a little worried. And I want to be able to see people that are coming up onto my front door. So maybe
Hmm.
just, because the wires, they'll be able to cut them or, I don't want kids to be able to steal them if they come across them. So I'm gonna put them up a little high. But I also don't want, the wires. I feel like the wires, people are gonna know that they're there, and
Hmm. Well, sweetheart, I could do this for you. I could throw in a transceiver. All right, it's going to be a separate unit. It'll make it a little bit bigger of a device, but you can connect it, and it's battery operated. You can get yourself a lithium battery. It lasts a long time. Although I'm sorry that for the most part, it's not going to be that concealable.
well, it's okay if it's not that small. I can figure something out.
All right, all right. Um, the guy's going to tell you a price, and upon hearing the price, if I may, Erica, out of character, Jacob wants to try to haggle for you. Wants to see if he could talk this guy down a few bucks.
I'm sure. I mean, if you wanna haggle, go for it. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah,
won't
Jacob.
stop you.
All right. Let's see. Jacob is going to kind of intercede. Well, sir. Not saying that you're doing a bad job and you're not the professional here, but I'm kind of looking at this camera. I can easily tell that it's a much older model. We do appreciate the transceiver, but think about the long-term maintenance that's going to be here. I mean, something this specific, you're not really going to get anybody coming in here asking for again, and you might as well try to get it off the shelf as best as possible. What you're asking for, I'm really sure you can come down on the price, and you would actually save money instead of it taking up dust on your shelves. Um, I would like to. What do you think I should roll? Charisma and finance or intelligence and finance? Any
Uh,
suggestion?
and
I would roll intelligence and finance, or it's manipulation and and finance for that maybe.
All right, all right. Roll me 7 dice, please.
4 successes.
Okay. Yes. The guy agrees to it, and he will drop the price dramatically, 40% off.
oh, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, all right. So then, Dahlia will just go ahead and give him money. For ST notice to resource stats, I can pay for the shit. And she'll look back at Maurice, say, "Okay, was there anything else that you think that we needed for in here, hun?"
We need to destroy a life.
What?
Nothing, nothing. I feel oddly inspired.
No, I think that's enough from here. Thank you. And she'll, you know, push her cash towards the pop.
All right. He'll he'll naturally take the money. He'll write you up a receipt and everything. And Jacob's just gonna kind of nudge Nadia like, "Sweetheart, give me some cover. I like that camera over there. I'm gonna steal it."
Nadia gets broken from staring at Maurice like, what the fuck? To looks at Jacob. She whispers, "Do whatever you want, dear."
I'm gonna spend a blood point boosting my dex, and I'm gonna try to swipe a camcorder that I have my eye on. It's not going to be a really great camcorder. It's kind of the one that would naturally be left closer
I
to
believe
the...
that's a Dex and larceny roll also.
Yeah, Dex. I'm blood buffing my Dex. So let's see. I'll go with the higher difficulty, and my dice pool will be 7 dice.
Okay. 1 success. So I'm going to do it like this. You get the camera, and on your way out, though, you slip going through the door somehow.
I slip?
You
Okay.
literally slip and knock a shelf over.
Oh, okay. The old man would be like, son, are you all right? What happened to you? Nothing. Go away. Dominate. 7 dice.
Watch, you're going to botch it like I did my presents the other day. No, I think you're okay.
All right. The guy kind of just puts his hands up like, all right, and turns around slowly like a drone. Ma's looking over the corner like, what the fuck's wrong with those people? And, yeah, we are going out the door, I assume, unless...
No. I don't know what Maurice is doing, but Nadia is still following you like a puppy.
Maurice at this time has been mostly sticking with the van.
Alright, so out we go.
Okay. We hop in the van, and I assume you're taking the driver's seat and want me to resume shotgun?
Yeah, if Maurice doesn't want to drive, I guess Dahlia will just assume that she's driving again. And we'll drive some more. And nope. I seem to not be able to drive at this point.
Well, it's not that you're not able to drive, you just can't control the van as good as you did the first time. Jacob's going to give you a pat on the back. Going to give you a quick lesson since Jacob possesses 2-in drive. Sweetheart, you're tensing up. Just relax, all right? The machine is doing most of the work. You're just steering. You can do this.
You're gonna see, like, and she's gonna, I don't understand why he's making me drive. He knows I'm not good at this. And,
You got to learn sometime.
No, I really don't want to. I'd much rather walk. And, her frown is furrowed, and, she's just getting a bit on the upset side. And she's like, all right, at least just find a place so we can attain some furniture, please.
Furniture. I mean, well, what kind of furniture do you want, Lady Nice?
It doesn't need to be anything specific, just things. Things. I like things. Things are nice. I don't like empty spaces. Empty spaces freak me out, so I want to fill it with things. Anything.
All right. Well, we could, if you want to spend the money, we could probably find a furniture store with a little bit of luck that's still open.
I only have enough money for a generator left. I know I need a generator for the lights.
Well, then, milady, we're gonna have to go rob somebody.
I really have no problem with that. I mean, that's fine.
Good. Hey, Sister Nadia, where's the nicer looking kind of
It doesn't need to be nice stuff either. I fear that nice things will only get destroyed quite quickly with my pack. So, maybe
Looking at Maurice when she replies, she goes, I could take them to the dump to go dumpster diving.
You'll perk up at that.
Maurice is gonna go ahead and try to mask his certain amount of disgust with an etiquette roll to hold his composure. Yeah, crank up the difficulty to 7.
Can I counter that with the perception empathy?
Yes, you may.
5 dice, please, maybe.
While y'all do that, Nadia is also going to state there is a shopping district area not too far that y'all could probably bust into.
2 tens.
All right.
What'd Bruce get? What'd Jacob get?
I'm rolling Bruce's now.
Why do you keep making them go away? It's so easy to just leave them on the side the whole
I do. Mine takes longer to load, though, hun.
time. That's what he said.
How many dice exactly, Bruce? I've got 6 up so far.
5. That's fine.
5K. 2
Nah,
successes.
just 2. And what'd you get,
Uh,
Austin? 2 successes or 3?
2 successes. Who is defender in this case?
Okay. Well, all right. We can't really tell anything, but Lady Nice, look, I get it. I'm just saying, for the sake of argument, that if we were gonna break into a home, it's better to go into a house than like an apartment building. It's a little easier to get in and out.
Yeah, but I fear the high end might have alarm systems because hoity-toity fucks.
That's why we just knock on the door.
Or you send the person with no fingerprints in.
Well, I am partially here for the ride, so I guess if you feel that you can socially attain entrance into a home, then I will follow. Lord Burns, you are mighty in this city, and you tend to know what you're doing.
As she
Get you a couch.
as she says this to Jacob Burns, you see Nadia sigh as if she's tired of this and start pushing her boobs up and pulling her shirt down some, and pulls her hair back into a ponytail.
And tits work too.
All right. So, Nadia, you're a little bit more acquainted with the well-to-do people in this town. Lady Nice, would you like me to drive?
No, I will continue to attempt. Roll 3 more. I've gotten more control over the car.
Sweet. Nadia, direct Lady Nice.
She'll give you. I actually do not have Montreal completely memorized. Sorry, people. She'll give you directions to go past the shopping mall area, and that there should be a nicer gated community up the road a bit.
Maurice goes ahead and perks up. Wait. What are we doing?
We're going to go play shopping in the people's house.
Which house?
Any house.
Are we going to a suburb? We're going to a high-end place? What are we doing?
Suburb.
Okay. You want to steal something from a suburb. You know they call the cops in suburbs, right?
Yes, if they think something is wrong. We're not going to let them think something is wrong.
Okay, so your modus operandi is to knock on the door, presumably use the gifts of Cain to gain entry, and what happens afterwards?
We will walk out with the couch. I'll wipe their minds. And we leave.
That seems pretty damn clean, but doesn't seem so fun. Here's the thing, my good sir. I find myself in need of some recreation. I found myself in need to destroy a life. Not physically. No, that's easy enough. In fact, that's trivial at this point. No, I want to humiliate somebody. And worst off, I want them to do it for me.
You want someone to ruin their life in your name. Is that correct?
I just want their life ruined.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that all in one.
How so then?
Well, I did acquire this camcorder. I believe a nasty little confessional, maybe a little bit of a romp with a certain individual that we could then put on the internet and hold them hostage for. Might be a good start.
That can definitely be done. A bit of blackmail is always useful, but besides the blackmail, I want to looks over to Nadia and simply says, "Which one of you two is especially skilled in the second sight?"
Slow down that last thing you asked. I couldn't hear you.
Which one of you is especially skilled in the second sight?
How many dots do you have?
I'm checking that now.
Are we talking about aspects?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't have that, so.
Oh, so me.
Nadia's gonna look at you very confused and go, I do not think I have anything of that nature.
And that's when Dahlia will just go pointing at herself. I do.
Novice, journeyman, adept. What are we talking about here?
Can you say that again, please?
Okay. Is it that I'm speaking too fast? Is it my connection? What's going on with me?
You're speaking real fast.
Okay, fair enough. I'll try to slow down. Maurice goes ahead and says, what level of the discipline do you got?
I can touch things, and they say things to me, or I can read when touching things.
Okay. Dahlia, do this one favor for me. Once we're inside, we gain entry. I want you to find the most precious thing that that man owns. And I would like for you to tell me how it is precious to him.
I will try my best for you, Maurice.
It's a big smile. Again, hiding something much more devious and much more angry and bestial and feral inside.
2.
Alright, you want me to roll to counter that?
Yep.
I'll go ahead with subterfuge this time. Etiquette is not really working for the moment. Persuasive, I am not being persuasive, but this is definitely under manipulation.
Fuck.
Successes.
I don't see anything. He seems fine.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
Totally fine tonight.
Well, let's see. Well, Brother Maurice, if this is your plan and this is something you need, if I may ask, is there some devious long scheme you have, or you just want the kicks for it?
I do not play the long game. I play the short game.
Nadia begins to kind of chuckle in the corner.
Fair enough. Whatever your motivations are yours to have, but I'll gladly assist you in this. So, as we arrive towards this gated community, as Nadia has pointed us out to, Jacob will instruct Lady Nice to pull over a little ways from the gate. Jacob's going to hop out, because most gated communities tend to have a stationary security guard or someone there, night patrolman sorts. Jacob's going to go up to the booth. He's going to wave. He's going to say, "Oh, hello, excuse me, sir? Sir? Hi, I need your help. Does anybody want to NPC this guy?"
Austin, NPC this guy, please.
Okay, he goes ahead and, at your notice, goes ahead and barks up, "What?"
Hey, boss. I'm sorry. Yeah, listen, I was wondering, do you have a phone I could borrow? I'm kind of lost. I need a ride.
He goes ahead and looks over to you and simply says, "Yeah, Sure. If you go ahead and walk about a block that way, you'll find yourself a payphone. In a few quarters, he goes into his pocket, and you hear the jingle jangle of some change.
All right. Jacob will hold out his hand and he'll clap in a very awkward kind of manner. When the guy puts the coins in his hand, Jacob will put another hand over on top of his hand, saying, "Oh, thank you, sir," shaking it, looking him in the eyes. "Go back to your booth and go to sleep. Dominate level 2. 7 dice, please. I'll even spend a willpower."
Designated dice roller.
It's loading for her.
It always takes a minute or two for them to roll.
Pretty good successes. This guy's willpower isn't phenomenal. He just goes ahead and smiles and thanks you for the advice about which which team he should bet on. He's starting to rationalize things. You can see that your will has overtaken him. You have put his will subordinate to your own as he goes ahead and walks back towards his little booth. And you can see through the window that he may be looking at anything right now. He may be looking at a different screen or whatnot. But you realize that he's leaning back, reclining in his little fantastic couch, and he will probably go ahead and take himself a nice little 1 hour nap.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Jacob will very gingerly sneak up into the booth and just kind of flip off any switches that particularly pertain to, well, any cameras and of the sort. Click, 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 click. And approaching the van, he'll wave at Lady Nice to come.
And she will scurry over, and she will definitely try to be stealthy about it at least. Like, don't want to be heard or anything, or seen or anything. I will do a stealth roll. Oh, I fail it. I fucked. I'm stomping my feet as I'm running over to you. Blah 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 blah.
It's all right, Lady Nice. The guard's asleep. I dominated him. Come, bring the van closer. Let's get inside.
Okay, and she will plop 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 back to the van. Go ahead, start it up. Try to drive it over. Yeah, one success. I'm able to bring it over closer to wherever Jacob Burns is telling her to bring it.
He'll climb in and he'll just direct you through the gates. The gate that he's opened for you. And proceeding down, we are going to pass by all these rows of houses. What we are looking for in particular is any house that has any sign of life.
Signs of light. Signs of light. But what time of night would you think this would be?
The type of night, did you say?
Time of night. I'm sorry. Again, is it just me talking? Do I need to enunciate a little bit more?
It's all right. It's all right. It's everyone's connection. This is the internet. Things get lost in translation. It's fine. Time of night. Let's see. I would say this would probably be at best between 10 and 11.
Alright, signs of light, signs of light. Most of the front facades of these little residential homes happen to be quite dark. If there is a light on, it's usually on the second story, and it's usually very, very lonely. However, one particular residence at the end of this little cul-de-sac, actually, it has a light on the lower floor. In fact, it has several on the lower floor. If you were to guess, this would happen to be the living room or some sort of entertainment room. Through the blinds, you can see a wide screen television with the what looks to be a very, very loud movie going on. Lots of guns, lots of violence going on, particularly an action movie by an Austrian of the name Juggernaut. The Juggernaut, being a Hollywood
Wrap
name.
up, guys. Erica's gonna
Yeah,
run.
no, sorry. The people walking into my room, so I kind of have to go. So I think we have to make this a two-parter. If people are up for it, then in like 2 or 3 hours, maybe we can get back to it and start it over again. Well, not start over again, but continue out from where we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be
Um,
around, so
I know Bruce will be around. Will Austin be around?
You know what? I will definitely be around.
Yeah. All right. So then, why don't we just end it right here, and then
okay.
we can start up again in like 2 hours or so.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in this exciting episode, we have to make it a continuation. Please stay tuned, stay watching, stay safe. Good night.